Listen, first line mein I'm telling you there's going to be a spoiler right away. It's impossible to talk about this deeply unserious film without discussing this one plot point. I mean, it's nearly impossible to talk about this film, period, but I'm gonna have to try. Here goes. Spoiler alert has been provided. Hey all, my name is Sucharita. Welcome back to my channel, jahan today we are talking about A.R. Murugados's Sikandar, starring Salman Khan, now in theatres. Before we start, keep in mind it cost producers, that includes Nadia Adwala Grants and Entertainment, 200 crores to make this film. One of the most expensive Hindi films ever made. Just keep that in mind as we proceed. Mr. Khan is Sanjay Rajkot, also called Raja Saab, also Sikandar. Reasons he explains to his wife one night like they've just met. Anyway, he's the last living prince of the Rajkot dynasty, a Gujarati rich man. He's married to Saishri, his much younger wife. The role played by Rashmika Mandanna is yet another iteration of the kind of submissive Pati Hi Mera Parmeshwar Hai roles the actor is now often cast in. Rajkot is benevolent, he gives freely, but the largesse also has limits because he still lives in a stupidly extravagant palace where his wife dresses like the concierge at a 5-star Taj hotel. Raja Saab also needs to have 5 bodyguards around him at all times who sleep in silk pajama quad sets and a Sharman Joshi Man Friday hovering for exposition. Sanjay's marriage to Saishri also seems like it was carried out for charitable reasons. That is how much of a monk who likes to hold on to his Ferrari this man is. Now, this film doesn't quite allow you to dwell on the situation much longer because in one of its dumber subplots, Saishri, dies. There's your spoiler. Look, I understand at this point it seems like I'm narrating the plot of the film, but this whole shebang is so bonkers, I possibly cannot continue without drawing an outline for context. Quickly now, okay? So Saishri is an organ donor. Her heart, lungs and eyes are donated to people who all happen to be in Mumbai. Sanjay then goes to Mumbai to meet each of these to feel like his wife is still zinda somehow. But alas, because he has taken one panga with one minister ka beta on one flight one time, misfortune now follows Sanjay wherever he goes. 3 organ receivers ki lives are upended.
मैं उन तीनों को काट के रख दूंगा.
Committed action films without complex or extensive stories are completely acceptable form of entertainment as long as the craft is enjoyable to witness and leaves you with something to think about. Sikandar, however, is stubbornly harebrained from first scene to the last. Action, comedy, romance, song and dance all included. Not one scene poor Prateek Babbar is in adds to anything more than making him look like a complete dolt. Kajal Agarwal silently stands around looking either impressed or just pretty. Satyaraj delivers each word of dialogue as though he's punishing every vowel by physically chewing it before it escapes his lips. And Jatin Sarna bravely tries to add life to the most listless scenes written this side of Kisi Ka Bhai Kisi Ki Jaan. All while Salman Khan shows up mostly in mid-shots looking pained and hurt by how evil the world is. Why can't we all just get along? A little more attempt has gone toward half-heartedly dubbing his lines, which are like vadam vadam par likha hai khane wale ka naam, kadam kadam par likha hai aage badhne wale ka naam, in a Mumbai recording studio, and ka-ching, millions of dollars are earned by one of India's highest earning individuals. Salman Khan's ambivalence towards the craft of acting has never been more glaring, to be honest. The result of all of this is a lot more tuss than the Molotov cocktails Prateek Babbar casually has sitting around in his car in one chase sequence. No one expects a Salman Khan starrer to offer commentary on the socio-political implications of monarchy in modern India, if indeed there are any expectations at all. But with each such film, with each display of how abjectly stupid the Hindi cinema audience is assumed to be, the hope that huge mainstream Hindi films have anything fresh left to offer is diminishing. The dissonance is astounding, especially now when nothing really seems to be working at the box office, critically or commercially, and half-assed attempts are routinely being called out as such. According to reports, this film finished shooting on March 15, and here we are now, March 30th, reviewing the final product, or whatever has been deemed good enough for us to consume and consummately celebrate. Sikandar is desperate to tell you the story of a big-hearted king. After the Ambani wedding, I have realized no outlandish display of wealth is outlandish enough. It might be tacky, but rich people clearly are doing things like hiring drones to spell out love messages on random nights. Sikandar does that too. But he also, without provocation, starts singing Ajeeb Dastaan Hai Ye, sadly and unironically, as a doctor hands him papers detailing his deceased wife's organ donation plans. And this is not even the weirdest moment in the film. It's cute to witness writer, director A.R. Murgdos's hopes that there still is a world out there where people come together en masse in each other's sorrows and happiness. That the public can be mobilized successfully against the tyranny of the police. That rich people will find their life's true purpose if only they realized how families in Dharavi live. Guts हैं to be so singularly focused on telling the little story you want to without giving a damn about authenticity, milieu and atmosphere. But here is a filmmaker who remade Memento unofficially twice without telling Christopher Nolan. I mean, guts to hai. To be fair though, let me backtrack. For the portions that are set in Mumbai, the city is shown to be pretty much a wasteland, which if you've been to the city recently looks accurate if nothing else. The air is bad, the poor get no medical attention, rich builders are stealing land from the disenfranchised, politicians and police cannot be trusted to uphold the law. But unlike Attlee's loud and only slightly less garish Jawan, another film that had used a massive movie star to make social points, Sikandar doesn't really give a shit about the issues it raises. They're only in the film to give its massive movie star something to solve and to fix for his loyal subjects, an act of charity that he partakes in to convince us of his bleeding heart and generosity. As I noticed the screen warp in some frames around Salman Khan's frame and wondered whether CGI was used to artificially slim the actor, I realized Sikandar would be a great example for a thesis on the ongoing failure of Hindi cinema, a perfect reflection of Bollywood's reluctance to trust its audience's intelligence as actors like Rashmika Mandanna undo the work done by female actors who refuse to simply play the pretty little girl. कैन फिल्म फेस्टिवल जाने के लिए स्पॉन्सर नहीं मिल रहा है मुझको, मैं जा नहीं पाऊंगी. जो फिल्म जा रही है, फॉर इंस्टेंस संतोष, also which is about Indian policing, by the way, we are told we are not allowed to watch that film only. While in the same city, someone has inordinate amount of money to set fire to. We're living in dystopia, are we not? I'm still looking for sponsors, by the way. Email kar do koi. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, Sikandar is 3 type of people the trailer says this film is for. Families, lovers and heroes. In reality, it's for people whose bar for entertainment is very, very low. If that is you, the film is now in movie theatres. Up next, we're going to talk about L2 Empuran also shortly, maybe on a live stream. I urge you to go watch Empuran before the censor board butchers it beyond recognition. Please check it out. फिर उसको डिस्कस करेंगे, merits, demerits, all of that. Na? My name is Sucharita. Thank you for stopping by.